First things first, we're gonna do some eye serum. This is by The Ordinary, and I've been really loving their products lately. I think overall, they're really priced well, so super affordable brand. And then I just think that their serums work really, really well. I personally stand by this one. This is the caffeine solution. Gonna be depuffing the under eye. Next, I absolutely love this brand for moisturizing and keeping your skin hydrated. So this is the Embryolisse. I use this pretty much probably on all clients, and I just think that it helps to hydrate the skin and get it ready for makeup application. Next, we're going to use the Glam Glow Starter. And I like using something like this because it has, it's a moisturizer, but it also has some illumination properties and, just giving your skin or your client's skin a healthy glow. Okay. Now that your skin looks nice and hydrated, I'm going to do a primer and setting spray. This is the Air Flash Radiance Mist, and it's by Dior. So what I like to do is you could spray it all over your face, or you could use a brush. I'm going to be using the It Cosmetic brush, and this is a airbrush complexion brush. So you're not okay. So now that it's shaken, we're just going to spray it on the brush a bit more. And we're going to just go in. No particular motion, just coating the face, letting it soak in. Always get your neck. That was super easy. My skin looks amazing. So now it's time for foundation, and we're going to use the Air Flash Spray Foundation, and this is also by Dior. I know they came out with more shade ranges. I've had this one for a while, so it's number 600. But I'm looking forward to trying the other shade ranges because this one might be a little too light for me, but we'll see. Same technique. We're going to use our It Cosmetics same brush, and we're just going to spray the product on. So, okay, I think that's enough product. And I'm going to use my Reiki mirror, and voila. So I'm just going to get it all on my face. Don't worry if it looks really orange or crazy. We'll blend it out. So I like to pat with my brush, get it all the way down to my neck. Side of the face for the moment. I've pretty much got this side of my face looking great. I did spray more product on the brush, so now we're gonna finish this side. And this oxidizes so well that it's actually blending into my skin tone. Like I said, I haven't tried the extra shade ranges that they launched, so I'm not sure how they compare, but this one to me looks pretty good, right? Still have product on the brush, by the way, so just tapping along. Just want to give you guys a close-up so you can see my skin already looks amazing, but it's time to conceal. So I am obsessed with Kiko Milano. These are their it's kind of like a stick concealer. Shades 5 and 7 aren't too bad. I've used both of them. So I feel like 5 is really good to brighten. We're going to get a little concealer under the eye. Okay, still gonna do a little up here. Here, definitely here. And then I'm gonna go in with number 7 and just kind of put it over top, just because one is a little too kind of reddish and the other one's a little too light. So I feel like the two together give you the perfect blend. Now these concealers are super buttery, so they're gonna blend in really easily. I can't remember where I got this brush from, but it's a concealer brush, so that's what I'm gonna use to blend everything in. And this is not a fast type of blend. This is definitely gonna take a little time, but it's buttery, so it blends nicely. See how that's already kind of dissolving into the skin? Want to like spot conceal, and that's like right beside my nose. Okay, and right in here, just because I have a little bit of hyperpigmentation. Right, being really blended in. Now, with the hyperpigmentation that I mentioned, you could easily go in and color correct prior to doing foundation and conceal. But in this case, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe I'll do that next video. So I'm gonna take a beauty blender. This is by Real Techniques, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything is blended in nicely. We're going to do some powder, some setting powder. This is by Juvia's Place, and it's the Namib powder. I actually like to tap it, and then to put just a little in the cap. Then take my beauty sponge, shake off the excess. And this like melts into the skin, but I do want it to sit a little longer, so I'll put a little bit more in certain areas. All right. Get a little more. See that? It's like magic. I have a lot of setting powders just being a makeup artist. I do like the Juvia's Place one that I'm using, but I also like a few others, so it just really depends on the look I'm going for as to what I decide to use. On clients, I use a ton of different ones, mostly AJ Crimson, Laura Mercier, and then at times Juvia's. That sits and sets. We're gonna go ahead and do some brows. I do my brows sometimes at the beginning, I do it sometimes at the end, the middle. I don't really have like a specific time that I do brows, but next, we're gonna start with Cosmetics Professional makeup. It's a micro brow pencil, so we're just gonna brush the hairs all the way up. And then we're gonna go in with, this is by BH Cosmetics. I don't know if they sell this anymore. BH, if you want to bring this back, please. I can't find it on the website, but it's the Flawless Brow Trio, and this is the brow defining kit, and it's medium. So in this little kit, you've got kind of like a brow gel and then 2 powders. So we're gonna go into the gel. And we're just gonna trace underneath. Voila. Then we'll do the other side. Okay, so that's the base that I like to start off with for the brow. Then you're gonna take this spoolie end and just brush up. And we're just gonna, you're almost blending it into the brow. See how that looks? Other side. And I got my brows microbladed right before my wedding in 2018. And so I just like a dark brow. But see how now we're gonna leave the brows for the moment. We will go back and finish them probably closer to the end. So now we're gonna use the Juvia's Place palette that I really like. It's the Queen palette, Fumi times Juvia's. If you guys haven't used Juvia's Place brushes, you're really missing out. They're beautiful brushes, really great quality, and this is the J127 Precision by Juvia's Place. So I'm gonna use that, and we're gonna go into this palette. Loving this purple right here, which is Adrian. Always tap the access. Oh, so pigmented. All right, so we're gonna start out can you guys see the color? There you go. And I'm just in my crease. So when we say the crease, we're just talking about that natural line that it creates. Pick up more product. All right. Such a pretty color. Now that you have the color impact that you want, you're gonna take another brush, which is another blending brush, also by Juvia's Place, and you're just gonna blend it out, right? Because we don't want any harsh lines. Okay, so now I've got the eye blended the way that I like. So we're gonna go in with Magna Eyes eye primer, and this is by Rimmel London. Personally, I love this product. There's a ton of products, or you could just use concealer. But I really like this one for my personal use, so we're gonna use that. So we're just gonna get it on a flat brush. Don't ask where this brush is from, I really don't know. I've just had it forever and I use it for everything when it comes to concealing or my eye makeup. So this, we're just going to get it. We're just gonna get it where I want to put my highlighter color. It dries pretty clear. So now that we have the eye primed, we're gonna take another Juvia's Place brush. This is the definer brush, and we're gonna go into this lovely color. This is Glam. How fitting, we're doing Glam. This is Glam. So cheesy. Always tap off the excess. You want a clean brush. Okay, watch this color impact. You guys ready? Boom. Boom. Oh, this color. A little more product. And we're not dragging, we're just tapping the product. Okay, talk about color impact, right? Let's say you wanna make sure to blend this new color. You're gonna take your original brush with your original color and you're just gonna go right in here just to make sure that it's blended nicely. See that? No harsh lines, okay? Okay guys, so now I gotta do the second eye, oh my god, if you guys have not checked out this brand, you're missing out. It is a bronzer. They have several. This is a Bali shade. Really nice. Smells amazing. And it looks like this. I don't know if you can see. There you go. So I'm going to pick up some. This is another Juvia's Place brush. It's kind of got an angle. If you're not great at contouring, if you're worried about, you know, not understanding like where your actual jawline is and things like that, I highly recommend you getting a angled fluffy brush like this. This is the angled contour brush. Okay, so we're gonna pick up some product. Always tap that. It's the top of your ear this way. I naturally know where mine is, but you could also do the fish face. There you go. So we're just gonna put in a little, and don't worry if it's too impacted, because this is a very high impact. Well, I feel like everything we're using today, hold on, my clip is getting in the way. I feel like everything I'm using today is high impact, but the Vesca Beauty bronzer, oh, it'll get your life. So I'm just gonna go around the hairline. See that color? Oh, hold on, fix this. Okay, now we're gonna do the jawline. This is gonna help shape your face. This product smells so good. A little happy with my contour, and see how I overdid it a little bit on this side. This side's perfect. This side, I went a little crazy. So I'm gonna take my Juvia's Place powder again, and I'm gonna take this Juvia's Place brush. This one is the tapered blending brush, and I've already got a little product on it. So all I'm gonna do is go right in here, and I'm just gonna soften it up. Take a little more product. There we go. And I'll probably just let that sit for a little. I'm gonna snatch the nose. It's so easy to snatch your nose. See the end of my eyebrow? This invisible kind of line right in here, down, right in here, down. So pick up some more Vesca Beauty. Tap. This is a blending brush, by the way, and it's by e.l.f. Cosmetic. And we're just gonna bring it right in here. See that? Boom. And you don't need a lot of product. See that? See how my nose is already defined? Let's talk eyelashes. People ask me constantly, how do you do your eyelashes? I don't get it. They're so hard for me. They're so easy. There's a couple things. One, you might not be letting the glue dry long enough. Another thing could be that you're just using a pair of lashes that for your skill set just probably isn't the best for you. Some of them have thin lash lines, some have thicker lash lines, so you just have to find the one that works for you and your skill set. I'm a makeup artist, so for me personally, I can do any lashes and I can make them work. But when I was starting out back in the day, of course, I had to practice. So practice makes perfect. So let's get into lashes. Okay, so I personally love Ardell Wispy or Demi Wispy lashes, but I've also been using some Wispies from Amazon just because they come in a bigger bulk, like 50 in a pack. So they look like this, have a nice little natural flare to them. And there's a couple glues that I use, but they all tend to be from Duo. This is the Duo Clear, and I'm using that one today because I feel like it dries the quickest. You're gonna just sweep it along that lash line, and you want to coat it. You really want to make sure that you get a good coat on the ends, especially since most people tend to tear up. And this is the key point. I haven't timed how long you're supposed to let your eyelash glue for dry, but it's really clear right now. It gets a little tacky, so you want to wait till it's tacky. That's the key. So it kind of looks like the glue settled a little bit, and that's kind of what you're looking for. You can always touch it and then you'll know if it's ready. But once you get it ready, you can put them on with tweezers. To me, that's the easiest way to go. I've been doing this so long, I can put them on my hands, but either way you feel comfortable, just use that technique. You don't have to use what everybody else is doing by any means, okay? So take your mirror, line it up to your lash line. I'm gonna try not to block it so I can see. And you can see your lash line. It's right above your natural lashes, okay? Let it hang, and then go in, do the other side. Voila. Then you're just pushing it to your lash line to make sure that there's no separation between your lash line and your lashes. My lashes are on. We're gonna go back to brows. And now I'm just gonna be defining my brows. So we're just gonna take the angled brush. This is a Sephora brush. It's my favorite angled brush. It's great for liner. And I'm so sorry, I'm trying to see what number brush it is, but I don't see, but it's a Sephora brush. So you're gonna take it upside down, and you're just gonna create strokes, hair-like strokes. Just keep going, following your brows. See that? You're gonna come to this side, you're gonna do the same. There we go. We're gonna take some powder. We're gonna do the same brush stroke. Go back in with your spoolie on the end of the next makeup brow liner. I'm just gonna do the same thing. Just brush that in. See how it's defined to my brows? I've got a nice shape. I feel like brows are just subject to however you personally feel you want your brows to look. Okay. I go back in with my Kiko Milano, and this is just gonna help me warm it up on the back of my hand. I'm gonna just clean my brows up just a little bit, and I'm gonna clean them up with another Juvia's Place brush. This is just a precision eyebrow brush. So pick up just a little bit of the concealer, and we're just gonna walk it underneath the brow. And this is just for cleanup. See that? Then you can go just a little bit on the top. Not too much because I really like that shape. Brows look amazing. Now I'm just gonna go back with this tapered brush, and now I'm just gonna blend in all of that powder that I've just had sitting and let it get into your bronzer. That can help soften it. And I'm just gonna get the neck, just go around the whole face. Basically, I just don't want any harsh lines, so I'm just gonna soften before we highlight. And then because I'm in my 30s, I get a little bit of creasing underneath the eyes. So I just go back in with a concealer brush and I just blend that out. Anastasia has an amazing under eye powder that I pretty much use on my clients. But this can do the same trick. See? Softer under eye. I'm really into blushes, especially for transitioning to summer. I feel like this summer I'm going to be doing a lot of blushes. This is one that I absolutely love for women of color, that melanin. It's so pretty. So I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand. There we go. And this is the Blush Me by Sephora. I don't know if they still sell them, but it's the Sephora collection. I've had it for a long time. So now that I've warmed it up on the back of my hand, I'm just going to take my finger and smile so you can get those apples in your cheeks. And we're just going to tap a little. There we go. I don't want too much impact, so you won't see me do a lot, but just want to give a little brightness. Time for highlight. We're going to go into the Juvia's Place palette, which is the Fumi times Juvia's, and we're going to use the FDV approved to do highlight. This palette, you can do so much. I could have even done my blush with it, but I just wanted to show you guys something different. So get a little product on your fan brush. This is an e.l.f. Cosmetics brush, and I'm going to take my Reiki light. We're gonna just get a little highlight. Now to highlight, if you do the fish face again, you'll see it'll bring up that cheekbone. That's where you want to highlight, okay? Boom. And get a little under the brow for highlight. All right, let's get a little more product. Then we're gonna get to the nose. Whoops. Look at that. And then right here. And if you feel like, you're someone that doesn't want to wear too much highlighter, then you can do less. You don't have to do every area. You could just do your cheeks, or you could just do underneath your eyes. So however you want to highlight is up to you. All right, let's get into lips. So I love these little Revlon bombs. They smell amazing. This is the Revlon Kiss, and it's literally just like an old school lip balm, but it does have a little color. There's a light kind of rosy color that you'll get. So again, Revlon, and this one is the Revlon Kiss Balm. So I'm gonna put that first. And I told you guys about Kiko, the matte liquid lip color, and it's number 01. Just kind of ties into. Once you have the color impact that you like, I am obsessed with this new product by Galactic. Shout out to you guys. This is their smudge eraser stick, and again, it's by Galactic. So if you take this out, you'll see it's like a white stick, and let's say you overdrew like I always do. You just go right in here with the stick and just clean up. See, it's like magic. Pretty good, right? Now if you take your finger and you just tap your lips, this will help the product to stay and last longer. And then as usual, you can just go back in with your concealer brush and just go around just to make sure that everything is nice and blended. Okay. Okay. All right, so now we're gonna just do some setting spray. I'm just gonna take my hair back down. All right, so this is by OMG Glow. OM Glow. Shake it up because it's got all the, I know I'm coming to my end here. Okay, so now we're just gonna spray. And I just like to take my beauty blender and I like to just tap it in. All right, guys, finished look. Thanks so much for watching.